when you have psychic ability, it isn't to read brightly decorated cards or, talk to ghosts. It's for service. It's for the service of humanity, whether you wear a funny hat or not. And it's for the service of the living and the dead, among other things. And if this guy had been able to do to me what he wanted, I wouldn't be having this conversation with you. We wouldn't be able to share valuable information with other people so that it would improve their lives, because that's really what your podcast is about. It's changing perspective and improving life. That's really who you are. So I couldn't function after I got a hold of that business card. And basically, because of this man, I learned about black magic. I had no idea how powerful it was, that it was a real thing, and that there were things you could do that would combat it. And I have a book coming out probably in November called Psychic Children, Psychic People. And it tells you what to do in these situations. But at that point in time, I didn't know. I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't drive a car. I felt like I was dying. And finally, I couldn't breathe. I couldn't stop coughing. And I ended up in an emergency room. And I felt like I was targeted for something, but I didn't understand it. And finally, I realized that it was the business card. And I didn't know what to do with the business card. Now I do know. And he used it as a connection to be able to have access to me, and sent a lot of very dark energy, because that energy was so dark. Literally, it makes you sick. Well, along the way, after that happened, I learned how to start sending that energy back, because I wrapped his business card in silk. But you can't just wrap it in silk and just, you have to wrap it in shifting sides of the weave to create a barrier. Silk is psychically powerful and a very high frequency. And it caused him to stop having access to me. In the meantime, I ended up in an emergency room with about 2 hours left to live.